the other side of this picture is our president, Barack Hussein Obama. We've known him for over 20 years. He was a community organizer. And when he wanted to run for office, Brother Leonard, who was then our chief of staff, I called him, I said, there's a man out here named Barack Obama. I want you to organize the FOI and let's get him elected. I never met him. He got elected. The only time we didn't support him was when he ran against Bobby Rush for Congress, because we know Bobby a long time. We know his track record. We know the strength of that brother of ours, so we could not do it at that time. But when brother wanted to be senator, he came here, and in office, he asked for our support. And we gave him our support. Not that we wanted anything from him in return. We wanted him to do good for the people that he represented. When he was thinking about running, in fact, when he said he was going to run at Savior's Day, 2007, I spoke well of him. I did not endorse him because I knew an endorsement from me would hurt his chances. So while he was battling with Hillary Clinton on an NBC show, they wanted him to denounce me. All of this started from the Washington Post, Mr. Friedman, picked up by the attack dog of the Anti-Defamation League. And they said we have to give him the litmus, the Farrakhan litmus test. He didn't want to denounce me. He tried his best to get around it. Finally, they put the question to him, and Hillary Clinton forced it, and he denounced or renounced any support from Louis Farrakhan. Many black people said they were not going to vote for him, but I told them it's bigger than Louis Farrakhan. I did the same when Reverend Jackson repudiated me. It's not personal with me. It's about what's in the best interest of our people. I love Muammar Gaddafi, and I love our president. It grieves me to see my brother president set a policy that would remove this man not only from power but from the earth. That bothered me. Now, why did I call a press conference? At first, it had nothing to do with Brother Gaddafi. I saw the earthquake in Japan and the tsunami that followed, and the damaging of nuclear reactors that began poisoning the air and the water. And I began to age as I was looking at it, because I knew there was a deeper significance that God wanted me to look into. And when I saw the horror of the suffering of the Japanese people, as prepared as they are, as technologically proficient as they are, yet they were not prepared for the magnitude of what happened to them. And what made me want to call a press conference was to warn America that a major earthquake is on the way to you and me and us. Death and destruction is at the door of all of us, and we are worse prepared than the Japanese. And the arrogance of the American government and people to think that our nuclear reactors are secure, when two major ones are sitting on fault lines. How's America's wealth today? How is she doing financially? What is the deficit? Some say it's about $56 trillion, counting Social Security, Medicare. That's a big number. She's printing money. There's nothing backing it. The dollar is buying less today than yesterday. I know you hope that the stimulus package will help you. But you are not stimulated, are you? No. Neither are the American people. George W. Bush was the first man to talk about a stimulus package and borrowed nearly $800 billion. Why don't the Republicans talk about George W. Bush's stimulus that stimulated nothing? Why is all the blame for the debt of America put on Barack? Less than 100 years ago, the debt of America was a little over $1 billion. And in 100 years, we are in debt to the point where the future of our children, our grandchildren, and our great-grandchildren are in doubt. And that's why there's such a heavy military expenditure, because you can't pay your debt. Did you hear me? So you have to threaten the debtor with your fine weapons, your powerful weapons. That's what gangsters do. Now, the reason that judgment is on America is not because of America's bad policies and what she has done to other nations of the world. But the reason that his anger is kindled against America and his threat to destroy America, it is because what America has done, is doing, and plans to do against the people that God has chosen. the black man and woman of America, whom I have declared to the world of religion, Christians, Muslims, and Jews, that we are the children of Israel, and we are the fulfillment of God's prophecy and promise. In other words, you don't have a future in this political economic system.